happening? Is the life not happening?
Oh, the devil is a liar. We are here. We are here. I mean, we're supposed to do this sometime last week, but something came up, and we had to reschedule. But I first of all want to say thank you for making time out of your busy schedule. You're one person I celebrate off the stage and on stage, and I always thank God for what God is doing through you. You brought confidence to the ministry when some of us didn't know the way, and clearly you showed us a path that if we follow this path, all of us can make it. And you've been a pillar of unity in the Ghana gospel space, among the contemporary gospel, even the local gospel.
You mean they give me hype like
Oh, but
no,
that's it.
To God be all the
No,
glory.
yeah, to God be glory, but the truth must be said. Joe, let's call a spade, and let's not, sometimes, and I know you do a lot, and you don't want people to even know that you've done it. That's who you are. But at time when season like this comes, we don't get it every day. So when it comes like this, let's just say it to God's glory, and also to encourage younger ones, because sometimes they don't see the work you do behind the scenes. All they see is the results. And then they want to get your results, but they don't know how you did it. And they will not be humble enough to come and ask, okay, oh, Brad Joe, how did you do this one? Show me the way. They'll just go and conjure some path before they're making grievous mistakes and all that. So for me, I won't miss my words. I will always say for everybody to know. Part of my success in ministry is the fact that I watch you do something, and I also learned, and I also did the same thing, and God brought me success. It wasn't rocket science, So, Jomato, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you too for having me.
Ale, are you ready for Over Arena?
Why not?
Yeah.
I'll be 22nd.
22nd of August.
Yeah. So we're trusting God for. I mean, we're almost about to move into August, so the countdown starts.
I mean, you have done the stadium several times. This is, to be fair, this is my outside Ghana. Even in my ministry, I mean, I've done Oil Dome. Oil Dome is 21,000, but when it comes to with Oil Dome, I mean, this is Ghana. There,
I get that. Yeah.
Atmosphere literally changed. Literally, I mean, I'm graced a little bit with the gift of seeing, and God opened my eyes to see.
Hey.
Hi, come on. No, but seriously, God opened my eyes to see an atmosphere I had never seen in my entire life of ministry before. I was in awe of the atmosphere. When you started the intro, and you said you should start speaking the language of the spirit. Literally, the atmosphere literally changed. It changed from I could see a red atmosphere, and it was massive. And when you guys were singing that atmosphere was just dripping onto the grounds where we were doing the recording. So it's no surprise to me that God has carried the sound on his wings, to the nations of the world, doing what he wants to do. People are excited that Joe Mettle has come to Over Arena to come and minister. What song are we going to sing? Let's ask in the comments if there's any song they want to hear from Joe Mettle.
I think right now, even me, I don't know, based on the calls and stuff, I can't see the comments. So when you see any comments, you let me know.
Oh, you can see the comment there.
I can see the comments, but I don't see the continuous comments. Like
fearful.
No. So okay, let me see. Let me type a comment and see if maybe. Can you see mine?
No, it didn't pop up. Let me see.
So it means that are your comments coming up?
Okay, so they're asking this year. Somebody said this year.
This year?
Yeah, this year. Somebody said they want to hear Baba God. I don't know which one is Baba God.
No, Baba. Okay. Who says they want to hear Baba God? I would know who said that.
Say hi. Okay, no. Just say the song you want to hear. People, I mean, Okay, somebody say, "Give me oil." Which song is Uncle Joe? There's no song called Uncle Joe. Give me the song. You'll say Uncle Joe. Okay. They said I want to hear. I want to hear Victory. Which one is Victory?
Victory.
Yeah.
No, do I have a song called Victory?
Hey, people are creating their own songs, so maybe you have to compose this.
Oh, I'm guessing maybe songs they hear me sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie, Joe, Yobuami.
You I'm in London.
Yeah. No, but no, honestly, I've been what?
No. So usually, I think so the issue is the more God gives you songs, the more you're able to sing newer ones.
True.
But at the same time,
I see
there are
miracles.
meetings I go
You
depending
see
on
those
how I feel in my spirit in terms of
Mm.
like the leadings. I do them. Oh, sometimes I sing it. I sing
Yeah.
it. Maybe like not. I think in recent times I've done more outside than I've done here, and so
Yeah.
sometimes that's why. But
Yeah.
funny enough, during Praise the Lord and everything, we had it on our list. It's just that we didn't. We no, I sang it. I actually sang it.
You sang it
I sang a
there.
little bit of it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
sometimes I sing them. I sing them.
One song that you sang that moved me at Praise the Lord. Pastor Elvis song. Say now, oh yeah, man. Ah, yeah,
Ah.
mamo. Charlie.
Obia.
Oh, that song. You brought another revelation to the song.
Oh,
Cry.
let's God cry.
Yeah.
Bless
So
God.
somebody says, I see miracles. I'm sure he's talking about I see miracles,
Mm.
signs and wonders.
No. Yeah.
How many times have you been to the UK?
Like times. How do you mean?
Like how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How about you? I don't think I can count. I think even this year, I've been there like 5 times. From the
No, I'm
beginning.
not saying just this year. For your lifetime, how many times have you been
There's no way I can count.
Yeah, you know what I'm asking?
Why?
You made your way.
Why?
Because I've just this evening, no, this afternoon, sitting down, I was like, it can get to a time in a man's life where he will lose record of the number of times he's traveled to a certain country because God opened the door. Somebody has been here once, and that was it. He's not been here again, And God, through His mercies, has given us ministries that gives us the opportunity to travel the world, to do other things. And I was just thanking God that, Father, thank you for this privilege, because it's not everybody. It's the prophet Sakode say it's not on the floor.
I love him. I love him.
And it's
It's a blessing.
it's
It's a
a
blessing.
blessing. It's a
Wait,
blessing.
maybe a couple of weeks ago, I was meant to do administration in the UK, and it was meant to be like a quick service. So, but because I had some other service, I couldn't travel, and it was a Sunday morning service,
Mm.
and I think it was one of those things that prompted me. So I flew out of Ghana Saturday evening, landed in Heathrow Sunday morning, went
Right.
straight to the service. In fact, went straight to the church to sound check, to the hotel to shower, came back to minister,
That's right.
and I left in the morning on Monday morning.
Mm.
And I was just thinking about it. Like, so I literally spent one night. That's it. One night in, out. And like you're saying, these are not, for somebody else, "Oh, this is nothing." But the point is, you don't understand. You don't know where I'm coming from. So don't say it's
Yeah.
nothing. It's a
Yeah.
big deal.
It's a
It is
big
a
deal.
big deal, even
It's a big
to
deal.
say that you have the opportunity to be able to do this. And all this, I would say, would not have been possible if not for ministry.
That's right.
And it's the reason why whatever you do or whatever you would do
Mm.
to sustain or keep the grace and oil that God has given you, you have to. Because without Him in the picture, nothing else would work. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, one memory I can never get out of my head is the worship program we had in Tema. How many years, company? It was 2011, eh? 2011 is how many years? My math is not good. It was
19.
19 years. Charlie.
No, wait, did I say 19? No, 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 no. Hey, 20 can't be 19. So 2011 to 2020 will be 9.
Yeah,
So plus 6, so 15.
15 years. 15 years ago.
Yeah.
My
Based on faith. And the only one that can satisfy that part is the one who gave you the vision. And
would we know that this is the season that God has called us into to do ABCD?
um, I think seasons and times, because again, it goes back to the same point of the one that calls. So the whole point begins from the calling. When he
Mm,
calls you, he ushers you
mm,
into the assignment he's placed over your life, the
that's
things
right.
he allows you to do, the ones that he prevents or instructs you to pull back from.
That's right.
But the more you walk with him, the more he builds you. And
That's
sometimes
right.
when God builds you to a particular point and has given you a particular assignment for a season, he can actually move you into a new season.
Mm,
And many times you can be in the same ministry but be in a different season. There are
that's right.
times even by yourself you would hear it clearly, and then there are times where it would be like you would see things changing because
That's
God will
right.
start moving you from one glory to the other,
Mm,
and then sometimes He will move you from that season into a new one
that's right.
where there are times even men testify to a point where it's you don't really mind doing certain things, but then they will say, "Oh no, 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 you don't have to do this one."
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
this one is for these, and you're not the one that says it's above you or anything of that sort. But there are times it's a season God is moving you out of that even you don't know.
That's right.
But for me, seasons are so important to understand,
That's
and
right.
that's the reason why sometimes when you find yourself even in a season where you feel confused, you need to go back to God.
That's right.
Because there are times the challenge is we can get so familiar and used to the things he's asked us to do that
Mm-hmm.
we would assume that we know what we're doing. And sometimes, rather than still depending on his direction and instruction, we would end up depending on experience.
Mm,
As much as experience is very important, experience without direction, it still ends up in disaster.
that's right.
And so the experience you receive is supposed to merge with the instruction of God. So you apply the experience on his direction, not the
Mm,
fact that when you become experienced, you throw the direction away. So then, still talking about seasons, it gets to a point God then moves you out of season into a
mm,
different season. This is the thing. Not every new season is a comfortable season.
mm,
So sometimes people see new seasons God is trying to move them into
mm-hmm.
as they see them as a challenge rather,
That's
as
right.
in this what I'm dealing with it, and you are praying against it,
Mm-hmm.
and God is
Mm-hmm.
just looking
Mm-hmm.
at you and saying, why are you praying against the season I'm ushering you into?
Yeah,
So that's the reason why it's very, very important that you're connected to him and you hear him. You know when he wants you to move into the season, because many times before a new season, the same way he prepared you into the calling itself, he
mm-hmm.
also prepares you into a new season. This
Wow.
is one thing also with seasons that I feel like is very important. When you are meant to move into a new season and you
Mm-hmm.
still stay in the old season, over time
Mm,
you start getting frustrated.
mm,
Not because you don't know how to do it or you don't know what you are experienced there, you know everything, but over time you realize that there's sort of like a joy lifted out of your heart.
that's right.
You were meant to have moved into a new season. So the others that are coming into that season,
Mm-hmm.
your experiences and things you learned during that season, you can share or teach them.
That's right.
But what happens is because you don't move, you stay there, they come to meet you there. And then that is when you start doing the namu dabe namu ba.
I know, right?
And the reasons is because you should have moved from that season a long time ago, but you're
That's
still
right.
there. And then so seasons are important. It's very important to know them, know when you are still in it, know when God has moved you
Mm.
in season.
Please, the person calling you, we are doing live. Wait, wait,
I
wait.
don't understand why the person is even calling me. The person is meant to know that I'm alive, so I don't know why they are calling.
Mercy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, um, I I have seen you, build strategic relationships beyond the borders of Ghana with pastors, with musicians, with businessmen, you know, and um, how the question is how important are relationships when it comes to um, ministry and your growth in ministry? I say this, I ask the question because a lot of people think that will have the notion that okay, God has called me to do A, so if God has called my brother to do B, that is his business. Let me focus on what I'm doing. I don't have to support, what it's not part of my responsibility. Even when he's doing a program or whatever it is, I don't care. Let me just focus on what God has called me to. I don't want to fail God. My focus is that God is my focus. If the whole world can turn their back of me, if God has not turned his back on me, I am okay. That thing that people normally say. How important are relationships in ministry, and what role does it play to aid the assignment that God has given to a minister?
I think to begin with, ministry, outside the fact that it's a calling, God instructs us and everything,
Mm,
it's still, first of all, it's about the kingdom, but it's also it's about men.
that's right.
You minister to people.
That's
You
right.
don't minister to spirits. You minister to people. That aside, even Jesus needed men.
That's right.
Even Jesus needed men. The Bible said that he, even with favor, he had favor both with God and with men. God,
That's
the
right.
Bible could have taken that out. The Son
Mm,
of God himself couldn't have done the things he did without the support of men.
that's right.
I think it's called, people call it the ministry of men.
Mm,
No one is an island. Let's assume that I'm a minister of music or something. I cannot play, I cannot sing at the same time. I cannot mix, I cannot do all these things at the same time.
mm,
Drive, set up sound. I can't. It would take
mhm.
people.
Yeah.
So why on earth would you do ministry and assume that it's not important to have people with you?
Mm,
Not only that, to have relationships with you. Relationships
mm,
are very important. For me, I tell people very, very, very important. Um, don't live your life being a transactional person alone.
that's right.
So okay, yeah, what's the list for me? What do I every time I definitely you can sometimes times may come when based on what will be required and
Mm-hmm.
everything can be talked about. But everything shouldn't be about that. Relationships are important. I think one of the things that have been a great blessing to my life is the people that God brought my way and the people that I got the
Mm,
opportunity to meet along my journey of ministry across the
mm.
globe. God giving the fact that you can get up any day, go into any country, and you know that if you are stranded,
Yep.
there's at least somebody somewhere you can call.
Yep.
That
Yep.
is a blessing.
Yep.
It's the ministry of men. Like, trust me, not every one of these things can be paid for. Sometimes God can bless you. You have, what it takes. But then there are people that still have things you need and would
Mm-hmm.
say they are not selling or they are not hiring, they are not doing it. And it
Yep.
will only take relationship. In fact, there was one of my people one time that needed something from someone. And then he had gone to this person, and whilst he was there, the person says he wasn't going to do it.
Mm.
And so he was still worried and sitting there. He needed sponsorship or something. And then one of his people who came to pass saw this guy and called
Mm.
his name and said, what are you doing here? Then the boss says, you know him? He said, oh, yeah, he's one of the members on the Geometry Ministries team. He said, but you should
Mm.
have said that from the beginning.
Wow.
This, not only that, I've had situations where people, let's say, like there's a particular service somebody needed and went to speak to this person who had the service to offer. He
Mm-hmm.
said he couldn't do it within the time that his standards are that he can't do it within this time.
Yeah.
This guy was willing to pay a double. The person says, I'm not doing. And so in a course of conversations, it came up that this is what is happening. And then he mentioned the person's name. I said, oh, I think I know. The person is a friend of mine. So let me
Mm.
try and see. I spoke to the person, said, oh, is your friend there? Okay, okay, you no problem. I'll do it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm saying that to say, imagine if it was all just because I think I'm whatever I am or whoever I am.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would treat anyone anyhow,
Yep.
handle every relationship anyhow.
Yep.
And it would affect me in the long run. And the
That's right.
point is, most of the messages we can preach to people is not
Mm.
sometimes even the Bible, but our
True.
lives.
True.
So if you claim you're a Christian, be good to people.